And your official channel for the National Science and Maths quiz is right here, JoyNews.
Great conversation, by the way. AM Talk.
It was. And, you know, I've known a number of people who have embarked on this perilous journey. Yeah. Some of them had been brought in in the past by governments, and some of them have not been successful. Some of them have died in the process as well. People I've lived or grown up with. So it's a serious issue when it comes to going through.
I don't know. Maybe we should bring the conversation to all of you watching us, because we've said it before on the show. If you continue to tell people not to go, they still will go. There are people who have been rescued, brought back home, who have gone again. So how else do we have the conversation? I think we should figure that amongst ourselves so that people don't go on this dangerous journey. But let's talk about the National Science Maths Quiz. Before we touch base with our colleagues Maxwell Agbagba and Nancy Emefajira-Dosi, we want to spend some time appreciating the people who make it possible and the organizations who make it possible for us to bring you these daily updates. It's brought to you by Isway Savings and Loans. Isway, fast and reliable. Kingdom Books and Stationery. Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one-stop shop for all office essentials, stationery and furniture. And Key Brilliant Soap, brightness with every stroke. We also have Pence World Ghana Limited supporting us, Newmont's Ghana Limited, and Papa's Pizza. Taste it, absolutely love it. So now we can go to the University of Ghana, Legon, where Maxwell Agbagba is on standby. So Maxwell is interacting with some persons, but key, let me mention that yesterday Achimota School was knocked out by Tamale Senior High, and one of those young people who took part in that contest, he was actually at the contest last year, and they got to the quarter finals actually of the contest. So he's talking to Maxwell Agbagba also about the fact that because of his appearance last year, he's become a better person. So here we go, live at the University of Ghana, Legon.
On social media, we'll be talking about today's contest, but we'll take you back also to yesterday's contest. But let's talk about the most interesting contest that we had yesterday. Achimota School, Apam Senior High School, and then Tamale Senior High School. Tamale Senior High School came into this competition as a seeded school by virtue of their performance in last year's competition. Achimota School, they went through the prelims, the preliminary stage of the ongoing National Science and Maths Quiz, and they qualified to the 1/8 stage of the competition. We also had Apam Senior High School also going through the prelims and qualifying to the 1/8 stage of the competition. Tamale Senior High School, as we already mentioned, they were a seeded school and they came into this competition and they've managed to kick Achimota School out of the ongoing competition. I have with me here the gentleman who really was able to do this, Mohammed Yunus Matiti. I also have with me his trainer, Akapulimba James. The two of them from Tamale Secondary School. You're going to tell us how they were able to do this. Let me first of all start off, with you, Mohammed Yunus Maltiti. Now, this is, maybe you want to grab the microphone from, This is the second time you're taking part in the National Science and Maths Quiz. You took part in the quiz sometime last year. Would you say experience helped you to kick out Achimota School?
Well, through the experience I had last year, I was able to maintain my composure and with my counterparts.
Okay.
Now we were able to maintain our composure, and that really helped us a lot since we were able to remain calm. Yes, because at some point in time we were drilling, but that didn't make us to jitter. And we kept our composure, and at the end we were able to sail through.
Wow. We witnessed what you're talking about at some point during one of the rounds in the competition where we heard somebody whispering, true, true. And then you raised up your hand and then you said, false.
Yeah. When the statement was given to us, we didn't analyze it well, so we thought that the statement would be true. So the moment I raised up my hand, my counterpart realized that there's something wrong with the statement. So he quickly alerted me that what if it's the other way around? So I realized that it was false and gave the false answer.
Okay, I'll come back to you. So we talk about the last answer that you had correct, that propelled you to the quarterfinals of the competition. But let me talk to Akapulimba.
Yes, please.
Okay. Now you are their trainer.
Yes.
Tell me, what was the strategy? Did you decide from last year that, look, we are going to bring a second-year student so that you get some experience, so that this year when we come, would have a formidable force?
No, it wasn't a strategy. Only that in Tamale School, when we blend the third years and the second years together, we give them an equal opportunity. We teach them together. We assess them. We put them on stage. We quiz them. So the best that comes out, we pick. It's not about being in Form 3. Being in Form 3 does not mean you know everything. There can be a second, even a first-year person who might be very sharp and will contribute more to the team than a third-year person. So that is it. We give everybody equal chance, especially second year, third year. Display. If you're a third year, make sure that the second year is displaced. Then you end the place. When you end the place, we are teachers. We have about 4 teachers doing this job for the various subject areas. So we'll have to pimp you up.
So I'm told consistency is also key in all of this. If you have a situation where schools are changing national science and math quiz coordinators, sometimes it affects the performance of the students. But if you have somebody who has been consistent and then seen it all like over the years, then they're able to come up with very good results. Is that true?
It's very true.
Okay.
It's very, very true.
It's like changing the coach of a team.
Yes, when you have a coach and then maybe he fails 1 or 2 times, you still have to give him a chance because maybe he's getting the experience. And once you gather the experience, you are more informed to take very good decisions to help the team than a new person who just comes in, doesn't know what actually to do. The person will fail. I'm not saying the person will not do well, but you fail for some time before the person can actually make the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me talk to Eunice. Eunice, now the last question, that gave you the victory over Achimota School. I remember the question. The quiz mistress did not end with a question, but this time around you are dealing with speed. If you delay in ringing your bell and Achimota School ring the bell and then they get the answer correct, they've won. And you also needed to ring the bell really quick. She didn't finish asking the question and then you rang the bell, raised your hand, and then answered the question. How were you able to do that?
Well, when she started reading the question, immediately she just started, what is the ratio? The ratio that came to my mind was 3:1.
Okay.
So when she mentioned monohybrid, that moment I forgot of the F1 generation. I only thought of the F2 generation, so I just rang the bell there. And besides, I saw that it would not be that normal to ask of the F1 generation.
Okay.
So I just assumed that the question would be asking of F2 generation. Wow. So we just took the risk and it was right.
Wow. So there was some assumption in your answer, not really too sure, but it was 50-50 for you.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, you got it correct. But you remember there was a pause before her response that, yes, that was correct. Within that short moment, what was going through your mind?
When I gave the answer, I was somehow sure that it was correct. So when she paused, I didn't have that strange feeling in me.
Wow. Let me find out from Akapulimba. Now, so tell me, they had perfect scores. Achimota School and Tamale School, they had perfect, scores in, I think, round 4. True or false. Achimota gets it right. They also get it right. In fact, how at that point, I'm sure you were really feeling proud as a teacher.
Very proud. Very proud. Very proud. The true or false one actually tests your ability. How you understand the concepts. Yeah. So when you miss them, it means that you didn't get the concept well in the classroom or in your private studies, you didn't get it well. So when you get the true or false wrong, it actually hurts us a lot. It means that we haven't taught you well. That is it. So we're out when they answered all the questions there.
Okay. Interesting. Now let me have the final comment from you, Mohammed Yunus Maltiti. Your expectations as you moved into the quarterfinals, Mohammed?
We'll still do our best, and by the grace of the Lord, we hope that we proceed to the semis.
Okay, I'm sure God is also listening to your prayer. We want to say a big thank you for joining us. James Akapu Limba and then Mohammed Yunus Matiti from Tamale Secondary School. Well, they beat Achimota School yesterday to qualify to the quarterfinals of the ongoing National Science and Maths Quiz. Now, my colleague Nancy Amafadradosi will be joining me in a second. But let's talk about the other contests that we had, yesterday. West Africa Senior High School. Yes, West Africa Senior High School. They beat Kanungo Kumasi Senior High School, and then the third school, KJB Asato. Now, this is the interesting part of this contest. West Africa Senior High School had 62 points. Yes, 62 points. Kanungo Kumasi Senior High School had 65. They had 55 points, I should say. Now, coming to this competition, Kanungo Kumasi came in as one of the schools with the highest scoring points from the prelims. In fact, they had 61 points. So the expectation was that they were really going to match West Africa Secondary School, which is a seeded school. They were really going to match them boot for boot, and we saw that happen. But West Africa Secondary School also proved to be a force to reckon with as they came tops with 61 points. Now, the interesting part of this is that the two contestants who represented West Africa Secondary School were actually in the competition last year, and they managed to get to the quarterfinals. And this time around, they came in. So this is the second time we've seen some level of experience come into play here. And they demonstrated that, yes, they've been in this competition before. They were able to do it last year. Nancy Amafadradozi's alma mater is West Africa Secondary School. Yesterday's contest, shocked by the results, or you expected that to happen?
Well, I wasn't shocked, but I thought that Kanungo Kumasi Senior High School was going to give us, matches exactly because they got some 61 points at the preliminary stages. But I mean, the West African Senior High School guys proved that Charlie experience really matters.
Just like Yunus Maltiti.
Yes, because in the first round of the second contest, which had to do with West Africa Senior High School and Kanungo Senior High School, once was trailing. They were second, actually. Kanungo was leading. But when they got to the speed race, they took it one after the other. Even when the quiz mistress was halfway into the question, they already had answers to them. They just relaxed and took it all to themselves. So I felt that gave them leverage over the two schools.
Over the two schools. That's true. That's true. Because when we monitored the contest between Achimota and then Tamale Senior High School, Mohammed Yunus Maltiti proved that, yes, he's seen this competition before, he's been here before, he's been on the stage before, so he was not really intimidated by the crowd and then the tension that was present in here at this auditorium, the RS Amagashi auditorium. So West Africa Secondary School, Senior High School, they've qualified to the next stage of the competition. They are going into the quarterfinals, and they've kicked out Kanungo Kumasi Secondary School and then KJB Asato Senior High School. Now, the third contest, we had Kumasi Senior High Technical, we had Sunrise Senior High School, and then Agri Memorial. Shockingly though, Agri Memorial, they've been kicked out of the competition. Sunrise Senior High School, debutant Sunrise Senior High School, they kicked out, they actually defeated Opokuwari Senior High School. So a lot of people had high expectations, but they were not able to rise to the occasion this time around. They were kicked out by Kumasi Senior High Technical School. The shocking thing, however, is that Agri Memorial, seeded school, became third. Now, this is the point. These are the points. Kumasi Senior High Technical School, they had 40 points. Sunrise Senior High School, 34 points. Agri Memorial, 25. Were you shocked by that?
I was shocked. Let me be very honest with you, because I mean, we've seen seeded schools in this particular contest, and seeded school always try manage to either be first or second. But I mean, it was shocking that they were even trailing with about 18 points or behind the winners, and you wouldn't admit, or you wouldn't be happy with the fact that you were a seeded school and you are trailing behind Sunrise, which is a debutant.
They had 34 points. Agri Memorial had 25 points. Yeah. Shocking results we have there. So
sunrise, the sun didn't rise, it was sunset, so they couldn't do anything.
Says we have Tamale Senior High School, we also have West Africa Senior High School and Kumasi Senior High Technical School, all of them qualifying to the next stage of the competition. Now let's come to today's contest. We have St. Margaret Mary. Now, it's quite easy
to predict who will win.
Predict today. Takoradi Senior High School
is taking it.
Obviously, that is our prediction. Now, let me take you to some. Takoradi Senior High School is coming in as a seeded school. St. Margaret Mary Senior High School, they qualified from the prelims to the 1A stage. They had 28 points, just 28 points. And then Laboni Senior High School also won with just 28 points. So really, Takoradi Senior High School, seeded school.
If only they don't behave like what we saw yesterday.
Exactly what we saw yesterday. Takoradi Senior High School is likely to win in the first contest at exactly 10 o'clock a.m. Second contest, we have Holy Child School, Breman Esikuman Senior High School, and then Akumuman Senior High School. Now, before I take your comments, this is something to guide you. Okay, so Breman Esikuman in their prelims, they had 31 points, and then Akumuman Senior High School, they had 40 points. That's
big.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah.
All right, so Maxwell Agbagba and Nancy Emefa Jiradosi, going back to what happened yesterday, looking ahead to what we should expect today and the updates on the ongoing National Science Maths Quiz, the 2018, the 25th anniversary edition, is brought to us courtesy Isway Savings and Loans. Isway Loans, your CIMG Finance House of the Year 2016 is now Isway Savings and Loans. Let Isway Savings and Loans provide you end-to-end financial solutions when it comes to business loans, high-yielding savings account, fixed-term investment, payroll loans. Isway, fast and reliable. Also, Kingdom Books, with over 30 years in the stationery business. Kingdom Books and Stationery now offers a 30-day credit facility with no interest charge. We deliver free within Accra, Tema, and surrounding towns. So visit us today at Osu Akweje University of Ghana campus. Kingdom Books are next near the Accra Sports Stadium, and Tema on the main TDC junction. Also in Kumasi on the KNUST campus, in Cape Coast on the UCC campus, and Takoradi at Fijai near the Teachers Hall. Or you can get Kingdom Books a call 0302-764-101, 0302-764-101, or 0302-762-307. Or just visit Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited is your #1 stop shop for all office essentials, stationery and furniture. And we also have Pens World, the world of exotic pens, assorted corporate promotional gifts and souvenirs. So for all occasions and branding for you, all enquiries, please call Pens World on 0244-622-494 or 0262-622-494 or 0267-550-928 or 0302-243378, or just email them, pensworld, like PENS world at Yahoo or whitemail.com. The website is pensworldgh.com. And of course, we also want to acknowledge our other partners: Key Brilliant Soap, brightness with every stroke, Newmont Ghana Limited, and Papa's Pizza. Taste it, absolutely love it. Now let's get into showbiz. Becky is here, but show business is courtesy Awake Purified Water. We will be back with Becky.